right, after working a bunch on loose leash walking for a couple weeks, twice a day, and working on finding heel position with your paw pad work, helping build value for heel position, helping them understand that that's where you want them to be, we can really start working more on movement and direction with heeling. We can start moving around a little bit more. So when you're heeling with puppies that we are raising for guide dogs, service dogs, and facility dogs, we don't want a formal heel. We don't want a formal heel where they're prancing next to you and staring at you as if they were in an obedience ring. So if some of you are familiar with that, that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for more practical heeling. So we don't want them to sit at our side when we stop. Come on, let's go. We just want them to stand at our side, because if you have a guide dog, you really want to focus on their job, and I'm probably going to stop and then continue moving pretty quickly after that. Plus they're probably trying to find the curb and do several other things at that time. So sitting at heel position is really not something I need them to do unless I ask them to do that, but automatic sit at heel is not something we need. So this is more of a practical heel. The dogs can stand when we stop. I just don't want them forging ahead or pulling on this leash. So this is where heel position is. My dog should be right by my left kneecap. Their shoulder blade should be right here by my left kneecap, so that they are with me and not pulling on leash and they're not in my way. So I'm gonna move a little bit. I can reward my dog for being in heel position. Let's go. So there's a couple things I can do. I can reward my dog for being in a nice heel position. Let's go. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. So if my dog is forging ahead, if my dog forges way ahead, I'm going to go and turn the opposite direction like we did with loose leash walking. If my dog forges ahead just a touch, which by this point, if you've worked on your loose leash walking, that should be the case. You shouldn't have a dog that's yanking at the end of the leash. So your dog forges ahead just a little bit, I will put my left hand on the leash and I'm going to turn left into my dog and bump them out of the way. So my left foot is directly behind their front feet and I will bump her out of the way. So it looks, Hannah doesn't really do much forging. Let's go! Yay! Come on! So I would left turn in front of her and bump her out of the way. The purpose of putting your left hand on the leash is so that you don't trip over your dog and so that they don't forge out in front of you and end up on your other side. So I put my left hand on the leash, I bump the dog out of the way, and you can do a circle to your left, you can just do a left turn, depends on what your dog is ending up doing. If your dog is, like my dog, distracted by something over there, I can do a right turn. Let's go! And get my dog to focus on me that way. Yay! Yay! So my dog, if she were focusing to the left, I would turn to the right. Or sometimes if she stops and sniffs, I might take a right turn as well. So again, the more spontaneous you are in your movement, the more, and there she's kind of forging ahead. What are you doing? Hey, there you go. Yay. There you go. Okay. Good job. So basically looking for more direction. So the more spontaneous you can be, you can take a left turn, you can take a right turn, you can do a U-turn to your left and a U-turn to your right, circle to your left, circle to your right, depending upon where your dog is at. If your dog is wide or sniffing, not paying attention, I can take a quick right turn. If my dog is forging ahead just a touch, I'm going to do a left turn. So being spontaneous in your movement, watching your dog, and turning accordingly will help your dog stay in heel position. Winnie.